No time to platform standard lore. Welcome to the Worldbuilding the Virtual House podcast. Now, as you can tell by the note I have up, I'm actually not building the virtual house this day because I don't want to turn it into Mimic World. Basically, uh, this is a different style of horror, or basically, uh, where it is actually like a psychological horror type event or horror or world. So, yeah. I might use this at some point. However, if I do use it at some point, I'm going to use it next year. Mainly so that my players probably have forgotten about it. Especially if I actually go and, tell them. Or rather, they see this. I doubt they're going to see this, because they don't, or normally watch it, but, if you think of this like a world of chess, you're incorrect. Over here are in Merkwell, because I'm here specifically. That is actually not Amara. I'll show you about what the outfit would normally look like. So, it's it's a tavern, right? So if you go and say like Mara working in a tavern, basically, I would not think of using a maid dress. I would be thinking of using something kind of like the German Oktoberfest, basically, such as like the image here. Maybe like the guy over there. Or more specifically, I would think of like the fun.com Oktoberfest Funline thing or whatever, or like Joker's costume megastore thing with the women's Oktoberfest costumes, like something along those lines. Basically, is what I would normally think of. So yes, I forget where it says it in the lore, but I do know that at certain points in the lore, it does state that mimics actually don't have to. Mimics don't actually have to be specifically just chess. In fact, if you look up mimic colony, that is a magical phenomenon from Sasha's Cauldron of Everything. I'll show it because it's important. But yeah, like the main thing that you're seeing here, or that you would see here if you looked at Sasha's, is the fact that the house is a mimic, the teacup is a mimic, the teapot is a mimic, the potted plants are mimics, the chair is a mimic. Obviously the chest is a mimic. Like, how are you going to have a mimic on you and not have the chest be an absolute mimic? The crates are mimics. The barrel is even a mimic. So it's like, yeah. Oh, to be fair, I think the table is also a mimic. Maybe even the bread, basically. How the two old ladies are just sitting there, not even doing anything. It's like fine, basically. I mean, maybe the two old women are mimics too. Actually, funny enough, because like the mimics have not tried to eat them, basically, or at least are not appearing to try to eat them, basically. Uh, Maybe they're trying to wait for them to get into the house before they actually actually eat them. But yeah, like the colony actually goes and like I can communicate telepathically with anything that's within 120 feet. It can speak common and undercommon fluently. To be fair, as a DM, you can also choose to have that be like other languages, such as like common, like common and draconic. Maybe not even speaking draconic, and only speaks like dwarven or like elvish. Like you have to speak in one of those two languages for it to understand you. Like it is what it is, basically. And so like basically, it actually like if it thinks that it will survive, uh, it will actually go and like use layer actions too, which is honestly like kind of interesting. And yes, I do know that like I normally don't show off the actual books basically, just simply so that like it like yeah, like just so that Wizards doesn't get as mad. But this time, it's like a specific part in like yeah. So I don't know why it would use the help action to aid a creature of its choice within 300 feet. Like maybe if there's like another mimic, or maybe if there's like I just somebody that's trying to help it basically. Like maybe it'll go and use the help action. I don't quite know about how that's doing now. Cause like it's on the it's on 20 basically. So yeah, like I can understand the 3 creatures within 300 feet of it. Like with the strength save or are having speed reduced to 0 until 20, basically. And then if it if he gets a 10 or less, basically, that's restrained for that duration. And basically, uh, I also understand the deck save or taking like acid damage, and then I managed to get. Okay, fair enough. I don't know about what the point would be for the magical thing, because like in theory it's all supposed to be like something that's it's like an issue. Oh no, that's something else. Okay. So yeah, it's only in like this section basically. But yeah, like mimics typically a like or chests, right? And the main reason why they're typically chests is the fact that like typically in dungeons, right? You go to a chest basically, and said chest as well. Yeah, like usually if you go to a chest, you assume that there's loot in it. I mean, you might do a mimic check first, basically, just to kind of do it. Sometimes I would just place a chest there to mess with my players, basically. Like I had, like they were all like happy and excited for a chest. I did not intend for a chest to be there. I just said that there was like loot all over, basically. And so like they just started assuming that there was a chest that was a mimic in there, because like the image showed that there was a mimic in there, and they started attacking it, basically. Now I could have had to be a mimic, basically, just to fit them, but I felt it would be funnier to go and have it be just like the bear just like opens it. It's like here's a sign that says, "By the way, this was never a mimic," and then it's like. Looks over, it's like, you guys did not need to do any of that. It's like, we know that now. But yeah, like, rare mimics do actually have a understanding of the world and can communicate. So the mimic that's in the tavern, right, is actually a little bit, like. The interesting thing is that it's a little bit more of a rare mimic, because like it will actually like interact and stuff, basically, and like mimics are kind of smart, actually. Like you can reason with a mimic, believe it or not. It's just that the main thing that you want to do when like reasoning with a mimic, like if you want a mimic as a pet. Basically, you have to find a way to get it like fed, basically. So like, I guess that was my current campaign, right? Like, I'm usually gonna use that as an example because like that's the one that I'm running, and so like if my players are watching this, then they can use it, but if not, oh well. Like, I don't really care. Like, that's their choice. Anyways, but anyway, so my players go around on usually getting crabs, basically, whenever and wherever possible. Yeah, they pissed off a dragon by that way. So yeah, and they pissed off more dragons because of other things they've done. So yeah, they might be down to just access to one draconic style town, technically two, and the only reason they have the second draconic style town is because the dragon doesn't technically have influence. That the other dragon there doesn't technically have influence over there. So you technically can't ban them, but like if it's to be attacked, then like, well, if it wants to attack it, if they don't, then yeah, they might go and ban it. But that's a different story entirely. But yeah. Funny enough, we like there's also like a talking book that got thought to be a mimic, basically. So it now is they actually made it to where it's like, you are mimic, you will be mimic. Like, you could say you're mimic because you are talking book. It's like, okay, I am mimic, I am mimic, I am mimic. But yeah, like I said, like it doesn't. Mimics actually do have the ability to polymorph. So like, the main reason for their different forms that you normally like assume with a mimic is the fact that that's the form that they assume would allow them to hunt, basically. Such as like such as something that they might do is like they might lure people into darker alleys, basically. And then like basically if it can get the drop on them from said darker alley, it can eat them, basically, and transform into them. Especially if it knows common. And then after that, you can go to a different person, get them to go into the alley, eat that person, take that, and then repeat until like literally everybody in town is dead, basically. So like, yeah, that is definitely a possibility, effectively. And so like, I'm not gonna do, like, I definitely would not use that a bit plan that much, but like that is something that I might. Now that I think about that one, that might actually be like an interesting plot thing or for like a certain mission to go and give my players, because like my players are cops, right? So people mysteriously disappearing, basically, might be an interesting thing, especially when it's like, yeah, no, like we get a disappearance like each day. Uh, we don't know where everything is, and it's just like a mimic. Like, he just keeps eating people, basically, and then taking over the one from the previous day. Similar to like, yeah, similar to basically a freaking yeah, similar to like uh AI, the Somnium files, where it quite literally was just like, oh yeah, no, we're just going to casually go and do things, basically, to where like we're just mimicking people. Uh, Actually, I probably shouldn't have said that, but yeah. How many of you all are actually probably interested in playing the Somnium files? And even still, if you are, uh, I think I have that uploaded. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. I don't know about how far I got into uploading it, but yeah. I know I've finished it. I just forget whether I forget whether it was on a drive that failed, and therefore I need to go and get that thing fixed. Basically, I still need to get it fixed no matter what, for reference. But still, uh, I have like several drives I need that fit that description. But yeah, effectively, like if the entire village suddenly appears, right? Like that's a good case that's a mimic colony. Uh, so, with that stated, and that lore kind of done. So I'm going to. Oh, it does not want me to edit this. Okay, there it goes now. Oh, so some things that could be happening is a sword mimic. Actually, I'm going to state that as a weapon mimic. Because like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sword. It could be the wizard's quarterstaff. Which does also make it a lot more terrifying because, hi, wizard, holding a mimic. What happens when that mimic says, you know what? Time to go nom! Yes, that will be, it will probably be like, wait, my staff was a mimic this entire time? It's like, yep it was! The rest of the rest. So yeah. It definitely is like an interesting thing. So NPC mimics, basically. I will say that they need to speak common. Or at least should speak common, actually. They don't have to speak common. They just should speak common because, like, if you don't speak common, it's a dead giveaway that you're not actually, like, a human, right? Like, that's a big thing. Anyway, so, I guess some other things to consider is, what food do mimics value? Like, do they value greens / veggies, meat, both, basically, or rather like any food? Because that is something that is also like a very valuable thing, basically. Actually, I'm gonna list this as considerations, basically. Because, it's like, actually, yeah, I'm gonna say types and then considerations. Oh, I misspelled it. I did like COND rather than CONS. I don't know why, but like, as I mentioned, it's always just needed to get close. Okay, so that's why I got pinged. So yeah, basically I did the typical thing, and they did it back to me. Fair enough on that. So yeah, it is what it is, basically. Oh, hi. That's an interesting little thing. So yeah. uh, what other considerations to actually other actually, I do they value like other items, basically. Because to be fair, something that also is a statement is like, maybe a mimic, maybe a more intelligent mimic realizes like, wait, so if I have money, I can buy whatever food I want, right? It's like, yes, that is the case. Is, in theory, like, mimics mainly care about food. Like, they're more survival based thing, basically. Uh, so usually they don't actually care about like anything other than food, basically. Or rather, the fact that they're more focused on survival is why they transform into mimic and into chess. Sorry, and then like usually do other things because like they are a like formless style creature basically. They're this like black little blob basically that just ends up being like a chest or a sword or something else basically. Uh, so yeah. Actually, I guess we can't forget about the fact of the chest mimic. Uh, so yeah. Um, maybe animal mimics too. Uh, because like there's one that I know, or at least one prime one that I know, which is like a cat mimic, basically. Uh, like I'm not sure about whether or not I'm gonna plan for it, but it is what it is. However, I might work on this like next week as well, basically. Mainly because I don't know, like horror D&D, like either goes really really well and is really really enjoyable and really really scary and really really fun, or it's just like, yeah, not really terrified, but it is what it is, basically. Uh, like for at one point, I went and made like a abomination, right? Where actually, yeah, funny enough, I did make it. I did make it like a abomination, but it was like an ancient spider dragon, so like it was outputting like 100 damage a turn, basically. Like it was insane, and or rather, I used it. Actually, yeah, I can't say I made it, but I did. Like, if you look at like Ancient Spire Dragon, you should find the stat block, and like it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. And due to the fact that one of my players was playing a law-focused character, yeah, what happened was he decided to go and give that thing a permit to murder. Or because that thing literally came out of the water and said, I don't have a permit, but I will murder all. Or something like that. I forget what I said, actually. I just know they said they didn't have a permit, basically. It was an absolute, like, abomination. So, it was glorious. I loved it. So, yeah. Actually, maybe a dragon mimic, too. Cause like yeah, like if we have like a house/building mimic in the world too, like nothing says that it actually can't be effectively like a dragon too. What other things would be there? An armor mimic, basically. Yeah, no. I'll list it there too. That way, it's not like, okay. So what do you mean by equipment, basically? Ooh. Oh. A bottle mimic. Like that is a like good one. Like it's not the potions mimic. It's the bottle. Oh. So like basically, like yeah, like basically the potion is kind of like the stomach acid of the mimic, basically. And so it's like you just throw its stomach acid at somebody, and then just like the mimic tries to eat you after that, basically, or something. Or you drink it and it's like nom 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 right on your tongue. It's like ah. Wait. As you can tell, I really love mimics. Like, alright. This is why I go and say that, like, funny enough, like, my favorite D&D creature, I don't use it a lot. Because, like, I love mimics. I love the idea of what they can do. And, like, there's something that's, like, always a terror. Because, like, you never know. The thing you're holding in your hand that you're using to whack enemies You might just be wagging somebody with a mimic. Like you don't know. Like maybe that you're attacking with them, attacking them with a mimic. But only one way to find out, and that is either you attack your own weapon, or B, uh, your weapon attacks you. So hi. uh, it is what it is, basically. Um, I don't know if there's another type, so I guess another consideration is, do they have an agenda? Because they might. They might have an agenda. It's doubtful. It's doubtful that they will have an agenda more than just survival or food, but like, uh, it definitely is something that is worth considering. Because like, basically, when you look at like early humanity, right? Like, they functioned much like a mimic without the transformability. Like they were just more focused on survival. They didn't care about like laws and stuff. Like, sure they cared about like reproduction and all that. And, like I don't care how you believe on that. Like I the fact of the matter, or at least from what my understanding is, that there was reproduction caring, or there was, the only things that they cared about really were like reproduction, so like making more of the species, and then the survival of the species. So like they would go out and gather herbs and stuff for food. Actually, I think the women more did that in like prehistoric type times. I think that's the case. I could be wrong. Uh, I think men generally went out and hunted basically for like deer and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I guess that was more in dinosaur. It was more in dinosaurs that they were hunting, but like, uh, it's very much capable to just assume that they were like hunting the animals of the time, basically. Uh, so yeah, uh, like there's that. Uh, but like the important thing is that they didn't really have agendas, basically. Like they didn't start thinking about like, okay, how can I make more money? How can I go, like what would make my life better, basically, until we started having like actual societies, such as like, well, maybe in maybe in prehistoric times it would have been like, uh uh hey, that guy has a better like wife or whatever, or basically I'm gonna go beat them so that I can take their wife or whatever, or effectively like, I don't, like, I'm not really that much of a prehistoric scholar, so I don't quite know about like all the logistics behind basically like the prehistoric type agendas. I more know about it once it starts getting to like the Dark Ages, where we like have made farming and stuff, basically, to where it's like, I with the farming we could sell it down, and then now since we actually have stable food in areas, like technically we don't have to, you know, be going elsewhere, basically. So like we don't have to be nomadic. We can stay in a certain place. As we are starting to have language develop, basically more than like ooh uh basically it was like that. It's like, uh yeah, like as ooh basically it's just like me go hunt, basically, or something like that. I think that's the general type thing, basically. Uh, at least like I think that that's the prehistoric type thing, and then just like started to go like a little bit more into like me go hunting and me go gathering, etc., etc. Um, but like once that there started to be like governments and stuff, that's where it's like, okay, yeah, no, now we are having agendas because I want to change society in this way. I want society more like this way. So like if you look at the political landscape in the U.S., there's like I don't care about whether you like politics. I don't care which side you like, but in general, at least how the U.S. system should be is that like for example the Democrats want this way basically, and so like I believe one of the major things that they've been trying to get done is like universal healthcare, for example. So like they believe in that and want to go and get it done and affect society in that way. Republicans, mainly from what I know, they usually want to just do like tax cuts, typically for the wealthy, but like just tax cuts in general. Oh, basically. So yeah. Okay, actually, I have to have two more interesting considerations. So first one, at least of the ones I haven't thought of yet. Are there any humans? Or rather, like, are there any non-mimic humans slash NPCs? Because to be fair, that could be also the thing. Like, it could be that the mimic world, funny enough, has everyone be a mimic. So your roads are a mimic. Oh, that's also a valid thing. Just like road mimic. So it's like car dumb. Could you imagine just like you're just driving down like a highway or something, and then it's just like, right, yeah, just nice Sunday drive, and then like the road just starts eating your car, like quite literally. It's like, man, the frig is this road doing? I don't know why I find that so funny. I just like I just find it very funny and comical about the idea that like there's just somebody driving down the road and then it's just like the very next moment it's like hi, the car's being knocked. Oh, like that's funny. Oh, I forgot the other thing. Hold on. Okay, I didn't necessarily think about it, but I did think of something else. So I'm gonna do a different thing where it's like, are the surviving non-mimics evil? As well as like are mimics actually hostile, basically? Because like to be fair, that's also something else that is a consideration, basically. Like like they could since mimics do have the ability to teleport, or at least but they have like a telepathic thing, basically. Like actually yeah, like do the mimics have their own language, basically? Because that is something that isn't actually stated. They could have their own language. Considering the fact that, like, as it says, like, it can telepathically communicate to, like, other creatures within, like, 1 to 20 feet of it, basically. So, like, 1 or 20 feet away, like, they could be speaking mimic. And say, like, respond or we will attack. Basically. And so, like, basically, like, if they don't understand it, obviously, because they're, like, not a mimic, then, like, they attack because, like, maybe humans are there, and so like they say like, why are you humans attacking us? It's like, why are you people attacking us? We did nothing to you. It's like, you always hunt us. As you didn't respond, we're making sure you don't take this information back with you. Basically. And then if they people say like, take it back to who? It's like, are you not with the evil, evil human organization, basically, which is like the last bits of humans? It's like, no. It's like, we didn't even know that there were good humans left, basically. Like, the mimics just, like, apologized for attacking them because, like, they didn't realize that there's, like, actually people that, aren't with the people that are actually trying to, murder them, basically. Because, like, in their minds, like, basically, like, if there are, like, like if the only humans left are, or the only surviving like non-mimic people are evil, to where like they're just attacking anything and everything like on sight, basically. Then it's like it makes sense that like that they would be like, hey, fellow mimic, state your business first, or state that you are a mimic. Let us know at this point that you're like very far away, so no matter what, you can't like rush into us, as we have time, at least one bit to prepare. If they don't get a response, then they just like start preparing to fight, basically, and stuff like that. Basically. But like if they're actually like talking, it's like, hey, wait, why are you guys preparing to fight? Like, wait, we're not here to fight. It's like, why do you no respond? Or something like that, basically. So, yeah. I'm very questioning, and, I'm gonna question, like, what they had to say about the, thing in out of context, basically, because, like, I'll be real, it is definitely something that, like, if I looked over at it and I saw that, I'm gonna be like, the freak you saying over there? Like, what do you mean about the fact of just like the road mimic, basically? Like, I might assume that's a road mimic, basically, at that point, because it's like, how else would you hurricane eat? But, like, still. Any other things, basically? Like, obviously, I'm gonna try to get to an hour. If I don't, like, okay, whatever, basically. But, like, at the same time, like, I don't want to have like a big long period where I'm just like, I don't know what to do, and I don't know if I necessarily want to be like, I just making several types of mimics, basically, right? Uh, like, uh, um, I guess like, mimic government, specific type, maybe. Like maybe they actually have a monarchy, basically. Maybe they have like a merit system, because like I had a I had a campaign, basically. Like, for reference, it would be the Broken Havens, basically. No, I don't think so. Let me remember my campaigns. So yeah, for reference, it was the Broken Havens, and so like that, as far that up until the point where it basically was gone, as far as I know, it is up, basically. So as far as I know, it's from like the very first one, where like basically none of those people are at the end. Effectively, we never even really ended up, basically. Because like I was planning to have it be like this big tree enemy, basically. And so like, yeah, we never got around to finding that. Basically. So it is what it is. like I we might go back and like return to it at some point, but that said, if I really did want to, or if we really did want to, I would basically be like, looking at kind of like redoing certain things with it. Uh, maybe I do. Maybe I should. In all honesty, I mean, it gives me something else to do. Basically, the only issue is the fact that like it doesn't give me anything to plot for this campaign, basically. But like, it might be a fun thing to plot. But oh yeah, right. The tangent there, like the major part that is applicable for this is rock, basically. I forget whether it was rock or if it was like a or if the country name was different. It's like probably Yisgard or something like that. I just know that the town was like rock, basically. That was like the main. That was like the only town in that place because like, I basically every place needed like a capital, basically. So Rock is kind of like the capital of that area. Every other place it's like, yeah, hi, there's nobles that will like aid you in passage, otherwise they might raid you, basically. So kind of like the mafia, basically. And like the government, right? Like the like the government actually had like a person that was leading the day to day. They were the like if you wanted to lead the day to day, you were actually capable too. You very much were able to lead the day to day, and basically that would be like, you know, murdering, taking down whoever was the previous one. So it's like a 1v1 thing, basically. So like you choose a champion, nobody else is able to aid you, and you take down the current one, basically. And then you're the leader of that area, or you're the leader of like rock, basically. Unbeknownst to the party, there was somebody behind the quote unquote most powerful person, namely one of MA's people, basically. Because like one of MA's people was like there's several people of MA just like stationed around, basically, but the one the one that was like over by Rock was just the one that happened to be there, basically. Like they're the one that's like the most powerful one and is basically just like stated to like rule over it, basically. So it could be something like that, where it's like the most powerful mimic, basically, is the one that leads us. They don't have to murder the other one or take down the other one, but they at least have to beat them in a fight, in like a 1v1 fight, basically. Like that could be a thing, effectively. Uh, it could also be that they are like a democracy, right? To where like they all decide like well, they all bring ideas, they all decide how government should operate, and then like other things like that, basically. So yeah, it is what it is, basically. Um, I guess I might want to think about like this is kind of the thing, right? Like I kind of want it to be like generic enough to where like it can be used later, or in like it's something that's like a consideration. But also at the same time, like I do kind of want to fill it up to like an hour, or at least close to an hour. Like I know that I don't technically have to, but it is what it is. Actually, I did think of a couple other things. So I'm gonna say like, do they value certain things more? Because they could. They could. And like nothing. Like it's kind of like Arya, right? Like she likes meat. Basically, specifically. Well, I guess she doesn't. I guess she doesn't like meat, but like I. If, for example, you go to a bear, right? Like bear meat, like she will like that basically because like the bear meat is actually something that's like you fought a decent opponent basically because like if you look up like bear, right? I mean, yes, I know that that's going to be like a bear era thing, but like a a dire bear, right? Like that's a CR6. A polar bear, basically, is a CR2. Um, so like this type of meat shows that you at least have something around. A cave bear is like 20, basically. What about a brown bear? What? How much does that? Oh, it's CR1. To be fair, yeah, to be fair, like the uh, oh, a brown bear is like CR half. But to be fair, like a regular person is like essentially a CR like eighth, I think, basically. Could be wrong. Um, but like yeah. Uh, okay, so there's a free owlbear. Uh, but like yeah, an owlbear is like 3, basically. Uh, I don't think a bugbear is really like type of bear, but just in case it's there, it's like it's 1. Um, but that's kind of like my point basically. Like uh bears are somewhat powerful, so like I Arya like values bear meat as well. Like she like don't get me wrong, she will like fish basically. Like she likes fish meat. Uh, she'll like crab meat basically, but uh, she doesn't particularly like at the same time she doesn't particularly care for like say yeah, like she doesn't particularly care for just like lower valued meat. Like if it's exotic, right? Like she's in a coastal town to where like rabbits are not likely to be as around or as abundant. So like if you have rabbit meat, basically, she's gonna value that higher, or basically, well, she's gonna value that higher than like a crab or fish meat because like you just gotta fish for that. Well, yeah, you gotta fish for like just fish meat. You can go and like grab crabs around and for crab meat, basically. She'll not like you doing that, but you could technically. So hi. Uh, but yeah. Uh, uh, the other thing that I thought of is how do mimics get entertained? And because that is also a very valid question. Is there are there like in a society, right? Like uh, like for example, if it was like a war between like the mimics, which are good, and evil humans, right? Like I in theory, the mimics would have a society enough to where like the mimics would be wanting to have entertainment when it's not like a fight, basically. Now, might they do gladiatorial combat? Like, sure, that might be a thing, but like that still is a type of entertainment. Like, there's not really a thing against it, basically. Uh, so yeah, uh, like uh, mimics can actually like have various parts. Hold on, I'm gonna do something. Okay, so something else is I think I figured out something else basically. Do they value actually yeah like not what do they value but what do they find beautiful? Like basically are they basically like no yeah like are they no different than humans basically? Like at least on the surface basically like yeah sure they might be like yeah no I prioritize food I want like insert thing here but like who knows maybe they don't basically so like yeah it is what it is effectively but like yeah maybe with the entertainment right like maybe they enjoy like other forms such as like adult entertainment or like just other things like that right and it's back on. Okay, I'm gonna assume and think and hope that that the fly that was in my room is dead. The one thing I do like about my room is the fact that due to the well it's harder to do recordings definitely in the summer due to the fact that I get the light almost directly in my room with the like showcase. Whenever something goes to my window, basically, or such as like yeah, like whenever a flag goes to my window, uh, I just goes and like see it, see its shadow basically, and just know to attack it that way, basically. Killed several flies that way, basically. Um, so yeah. I am starting to draw a blank more on it. One of the other things I was starting to consider, which I believe I was considering earlier, is how many, or rather, like, what is the percentage of mimics? Because maybe mimics use weapons, maybe they use normal weapons, and maybe they attack with mimics, maybe they don't. Uh, so like maybe there are maybe in the mimic world there are not non-mimic items. Maybe every item in the mimic world is mimic, basically. So yeah. Because like in a mimic world, right? Like if the mimics were evil, they definitely would be trying to eat every single object being made, basically. Mainly for the fact that like if there's no way to fight back, basically. Like there's no armor if there's no like yeah, if there's no armor, if there's no weapons, right? Like they're gonna be easy to hit, they're gonna be not likely to fight back against the mimics, basically. Like the mimics are likely going to win in that case. But do they? Maybe they don't. So yeah. Is what it is, basically. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Do they have a reason to work together? Like, this kind of goes into the agenda. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna place this as like a sub point of agenda. Cause like, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Like, I feel like that would kind of like go and tie hand in hand to their agenda because like as they all have like this collective goal, right? Then they're more likely to work together as a colony, basically. I think of it kind of like with effectively a human society where it's like I well, I guess kind of like more like the ancient times type society where it's like uh we're better stronger together, so we're going to make a camp. We're going to fight. I actually I guess I guess it's more like the Indians basically. or rather like the Native Americans, whatever you want to call them. Basically, and it's kind of like the I hate the fact that I don't remember anything besides maybe the Cherokee off the top of my head. And I guess I'll go with the more ancient civilizations. So like the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Incas, like those people. And I hate the fact that I know more of those people off the top of my head than what I do about the Native Americans. And to be fair, funny enough, I think that like the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Incas are like in are in freaking like Civ 6 basically. So that may be why I know them basically. But like yeah, they all have various reasons to work together. They have various beliefs, and like those beliefs and stuff helped to shape society to where they were more like together basically. They were more willing to like accomplish the same goals or attempt to accomplish the same goals. So yeah, like it is what it is. But I mean, at least I got a good, decent length out of this. I don't know if there's like a different, there's like more to do. Like, hold on, let me see about how many more episodes I have in like October. Yeah, so I have 2 more after this. So I might revisit this basically, because it is what it is basically. I like, dude, no, funny enough, Mimic World is not what I'm going to be doing this year. Like, I do use these to plot, yes, but, I think I might use the Mimic World as, like, a different aspect. I might use the Mimic Colony as a different plot thing, basically, like, yeah. Because, like, hopefully this does show to everybody why I love mimics so much. Because, like, the various types you see there, like, that alone should show about why I like the mimics. Because, like, yeah, like, the chest is, like, the obvious one. It's the one that's expected. Like, you say mimic, they're gonna think chest. You say chest, it's like, the number one question is it a mimic? But, he says it has to be a mimic. He says it has to be a chest. He says it can't be the lock on, he says it can't be a lock chest, and that it's the, that the mimic's the key, or is the lock of it. So yeah, then I will go and end with like the non likely items, basically, of like the key, the lock, a book mimic is probably likely, but like, honestly, like it wouldn't really have that much reason to be like a key, a lock, or like, what else would be something that you normally would not expect to like have people go on to. Because like, a chair is likely, but like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, I might revisit this next week. Like I said, if there's other things that have come up, then maybe I do that. Essentially, but yeah, like, if I do, I'll probably just have it be like, after like all of these basically. So like, if if something shows up like underneath this, then it's like, yeah, odds are like I just didn't think of it, but I thought of it before the next week. So yeah, um, hopefully the Midway gives you guys some ideas about what to do for a horror session, or maybe you make a campaign and in the Mimic world. Who knows? But yeah, I will call it here. I've kind of rambled on fun enough to like an hour basically. Like partly just like thinking about other ideas that I might go and explore later. Funny enough, that always seems to be like a funny thing with minds, right? Like, but it is what it is. So, yeah. If you want to hear me ramble about like basically anything and everything, I have a Twitch for uh Gordon underscore fan 42. I have been trying to get a lot more of my VODs up onto YouTube basically because like I have so dang many of them. I've also done a lot of recordings basically, namely of Rune Factory, because like yeah, I've just wanted to finish that game off. But like yeah, I also on the YouTube I might have a like I don't know if it's gonna be like Halloween or if it's gonna be other things, but like I am testing a repo set of mods, so that might be cool to like see and upload. But yeah, it is what it is. If you want to see more of this podcast thing, I will have new episodes up. At nothing else on YouTube. Every Saturday at 8. Well, at 8 Pacific, 11 and a.m. Eastern. But yeah, I definitely have enjoyed doing the podcast. I definitely enjoy like thinking and just doing insert thing here about the campaign. Really need to start working on the yeah, like I still need to be working on Crab Bank basically, but like it is what it is. Maybe I'm gonna do a bit more work on like Crab Bank and some other areas like after I have done like a lot of the horror things, but like that's 2 more weeks, 2 more horrifying type ideas left. However, I will ultimately see everyone when I'm next to you all.